For 2 weeks this February, the Infinity Chili Pepper held the world record for being the hottest pepper on Earth. So dangerous, it was hotter than the chemicals used in hand grenades by the Indian military. But is the Infinity Chili Pepper the best hot pepper of all time? Not anymore. To find out why, all aboard the boat. Let's begin with what makes hot peppers hot. A chemical called capsaicin. It's not acidic or anything. In fact, it's an alkaline oil. And the unique shape of the molecule means that it does some pretty weird things to mammals. Mammals have a specific type of nerve cell that detects pain from heat and abrasion. Now, what's weird about capsaicin is that it will attach to those receptors and cause calcium ions to flow in, making us think that we're burning or that we're injured. And that's why hot peppers are hot. The heat of a pepper is measured in Scoville heat units. The basic way they calculate this is by seeing how much you have to dilute an extract of the pepper before nobody can taste it in a glass of sugar water. Coming in at 0 Scoville heat units are things like bell peppers, which have no noticeable heat. Between 100 and 500, you'll find things like banana peppers and the little pimentos inside olives. Jalapenos and Tabasco sauce can rate as high as 8,000 Scoville heat units. But habaneros can rate as high as 350,000. But that's just kid stuff. At the beginning of this episode, I mentioned the Infinity Chili, which, for 2 weeks in February, was the world record holder for hottest pepper. But then, in the middle of February, a man in the UK named Gerald Fowler crossbred 2 of the hottest peppers on Earth, the Butjalokia and the Naga Morich, to create a child pepper that he called the Naga Viper. Laboratories tested the pepper and found that on the Scoville scale, it ranked in at 1.3 million, making it the current world record holder for hottest pepper on Earth. But the race continues. Just a couple months ago, a new strain of the Trinidad scorpion emerged, simply called Butch T. A lab that tested it found that it ranked at 1.4 million Scoville heat units, so hot that in order to cook with it, the cultivators had to wear chemical masks and bodysuits and felt numbness in their hands for more than 2 days. When its measurements become official, it will be the reigning champ for hottest pepper. But let's stop talking about edible peppers and move on to things that are weapons. 1.4 million Scoville heat units? Please. Law enforcement grade pepper spray clocks in at 5.5 million. And pure capsaicin is so dangerous it has its own fire diamond warning code in the US. On the scale, pure capsaicin sits way up at 16 million. Oh, but we're not even done there. Capsaicin can't get any hotter, but it does have molecular analogs that are more dangerous. The resin spurge is a cactus found in Morocco. It's not a pepper and it doesn't contain capsaicin, but it does contain a waxy latex substance that works just like capsaicin except 1,000 times more efficiently. It's called resinifera toxin. Just like capsaicin, resinifera toxin attaches to those cells responsible for feeling abrasion and heat pain, but instead of stimulating them by letting a little bit of calcium in, it lets so much calcium in that the nerve cell walls break and the cell dies. What this means is that resinifera toxin is so hot, it actually doesn't always cause pain. It'll just cause the death of cells that make you feel pain. For this reason, doctors have found that if they inject doses of resinifera toxin into the spinal cords of dogs suffering pain because of terminal bone cancer, those dogs will feel no pain and be able to play and frolic for months afterwards. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and order some jalapeno poppers and feel the heat. Speaking of the heat, I'm going to be in Miami this weekend. In fact, I'm probably flying there right now. Kevin helped me upload this video. Next week, we've got some really awesome stuff. IMG, loot, and a new episode of Vsauce Leanback I'm very excited about. So, stay tuned, and as always, thanks for watching.